All right, adventurers, we are back into action as we jumped right into from our last episode when the overdog mercenaries decided to delve into the giant lizard den and grab some thimblewood, and soon enough they were confronted by these large beasts. We returned directly to that operation. All right, let's just go ahead and see where we're at. Let's see, thimblewood. There we go. And there's the player's view box. Okay, so we're getting laggy stuff again. Is that slow? It's okay. Looks okay for you guys, right? I think it's good
This
enough.
looks okay for here.
Great. All right, then let's continue. Maybe I'll try without sound because I think the sound screwed up last time. So probably there's too many animated effects like the water.
Yeah, I
And
might have hogged the bandwidth.
I think so. It seems to be more cumbersome when it's communicating through the internet. So I'll just keep that in mind for the future. But that means we'll enjoy the pretty water while it lasts. Okay, so let's go back to the top of initiative. As we've seen this large reptilian figure with a big staff that's peered out from almost the ether. Shade, it becomes your turn.
Like shoot 2 crossbow arrows.
Okay,
and they're both poison dipped.
Right, because you have that repeating crossbow thing, right? Awesome, using that to your advantage already.
And I can use my bonus action to shoot 2 more if I wanted to. That's a lot. Since I don't have to load it, I can just shoot.
I don't think you can shoot with a bonus action.
Oh, okay, so just 2 shoots.
Okay, which target are you going for?
Let's kill the wizard thingy.
Okay. Send those bolts in. You hear the cranking mechanism go, and then launches. Go ahead.
I got a 13.
Oh, 13 is a little bit short of what you need. You see this materializing field envelop around this large creature. Not hitting. Go ahead and make your second attack.
Oh, I got another 13.
Oh no! All right. Yeah, you're a little bit frustrated as the range is close enough and you're making pinpoint targets towards his face, but this shield just kind of materializes and you see this trickling energy effect that disintegrates the bolts in front of your eyes. Do you want to move?
Let's move a little closer back to the water. Not the marshy area, but like the little pool of water. Let's move closer to
that. Down here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shade launched two unsuccessful attacks and made a slight step backwards, getting into more of a defensive position just in case they need to get on the boat. Mr. Nerdy. You see the action unfolding behind you.
Let's see. I think I have magic missile.
Are you going to shoot some magic missiles? Go ahead and roll a history check for me, please.
A history check?
Yep.
16.
Okay, 16 is pretty good. As you may recall from last episode, probably about...
Kristen, take her away, please.
Relatively 15 seconds... Relatively 15 seconds ago in game time.
Sorry.
That's okay. Those magic missiles seem to envelop around this invisible shield around this creature. So if you are trying to send magic missiles, you may or may not encounter a similar situation.
I think was it immune to physical attacks last time?
I believe you sent magic missiles to the blue creature. This one. Did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
This ping. Yep. So
Okay. Well, I don't think I have any other means of attacking it.
I'm pretty sure you do. You're a wizard. You have other spells.
Short of walking up to it and attacking with my staff.
Yeah, if you like. Are you strong? Okay. Just rear back with your. If you need some help, you can also share your screen.
How about I'll try grease? At least we can start to delay in a little bit.
Sure. You may try that. Let me also try to stop sharing the sound. Maybe that might make a difference for the control. All right, so go ahead and throw your grease. So it has to make a dex saving throw? Is that what it does?
Yeah, I think the creature has to cast a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. There's a pile of goo that spreads and materializes on this marshy land, but it still holds its position as dexterity saving throw. 12, yes. Do you know what the save number is?
14.
Didn't make the save. Okay, that's right. All right, so with that, we see this creature try to pull up its staff, rearing up for a blasting attack, and at that same time, there's this pile of goo that slips under it, and it takes a big tumble right in it. Okay, so it is prone. Anything else, Mr. Ernie? You're moving?
I think I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Great. So then we go to...
Rough.
Nope, not yet. Ruff's a little bit slow on the initiative order. It's going to be the guy that's coming from... Let's go ahead and fix this really. All right.
Yeah, by the way, Nerdy and I both have. I have lure and he has non-detection.
Correct. Thanks for the reminder. So, Mr. Nerdy, how big is that grease area? Does it say how?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How do I check?
It should be under the spell. It should be able to tell you, but I can look it up really quick. All right, 10-foot square. There you go. So if you look at your spell and then you check the description, it says slick grease covers ground in a 10-foot square. So that means 10-foot square is pretty much how big this creature is. So we're just going to throw that 10-foot square right under him. There's your grease puddle. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. The somehow when I was clicking on the cast, the side window didn't come up. Now it did.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, 10-foot square.
No problem. All right. With that, this creature is going to move up here with this large greatsword in hand, holds a defensive position, moves to Ruff.
I'll throw.
Muted.
First I'll drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
44 plus 4. No. 15. So 15 points of damage heal.
15, nice. Get some stamina back as you uncork that red vial quickly. Are you still in rage mode? I think you are.
Yeah. Charge this. I'll take that.
All right, Ruff. What do you have?
Oh, I healed 15 points, and now I'm going to throw a great axe at it.
Okay. Which one are you throwing at?
The normal one, not the plus one.
Of course. Yes. How many great axes do you have? Because I think you threw a couple of them already.
I deleted one because I can't have like 3 great axes. Yeah, you can. So I'm just gonna throw my plus 5.
All right. You wield this large blade behind your back
8.
of your. An 8. All right. With that momentum, you fling it forward, and it whirls and twirls, and it splashes upon this mysterious barrier and falls flat on the ground before it.
Oh, I was throwing it at the one with the great sword.
Ah, got it. Okay. In that case, you see with its readied position, the momentum comes quickly. However, with a snapping reflex, it was ready and looking at you. You see it deflects the blade and almost bends the edge of one of your part of the front of the blade sideways in a perpendicular angle and slams and digs into the ground.
And then can I shoot it with the longbow?
Two-handed actions. So remember,
Can you do that in rage mode though?
we can say that you throw that great axe with one hand. I can give
Is
you
a disadvantage.
Yeah, because it still takes 6 seconds. You're thinking about how fast you can react. So if you use two hands with something, then you can like run up and kick it, I guess. But you do have 2 attacks, so I think it'll be okay.
Can I give him a dagger?
You're pretty close, and you did run by. Yeah, I could say that you could use your bonus action to do that.
Wait, let's see. What do I want to give him? These one of the daggers. I have 6 daggers. Okay, I'll give him one.
Okay. Shade, as he's quickly moving through, you see a dagger flip up in the air.
What you're gonna use this?
Okay. Then
Yeah.
Ruff, you'd like to use your bonus action to grab it? It's pretty easy. It's lofting.
Sure,
up.
and then I'll shoot my. No, actually, no. I want to. This. Grab it and throw it. Okay, fine. I'll throw it. Okay.
Okay, you grab that dagger with your offhand. Take like a duck downwards and chuck it in the same direction, or in the direction of that axe. Go ahead.
You got 17.
Yeah, that's gonna plant. This time, you see its backside turned, and that dagger sinks right in. I think a dagger is a D4. Add your strength modifier. And
the daggers are D4. And then you got a 4. And then what is the strength? My strength is +2. His strength is +2, so it's 6.
Okay. 6 points of damage. That dagger embeds inside of its scales, and you can see blood oozes out. Any movement?
You want to move? Sure. I'll move like next to Shade. Like behind him, kind of in the in that box kind of area.
Yep. Okay. You notice the land here is a little bit soft, and your foot kind of falls into the marsh. That box is deteriorating and crumbling underneath your feet. Okay. That's your turn. It goes to the creature that's on the ground. It will make a dexterity check. see here. Ooh, it's having a hard time getting up. So it's moving around and splashing some of this grease puddles around it, taking a bath, and it will instead, with its frustration, push down its staff. And
you guys better get him when you have the chance.
Yeah, you find that its full figure almost levitates slightly above the ground. The grease is still here, but the creature stands. Well, it's not standing, but it did take its whole turn to move itself upright. Okay, we're back to the top of the round.
When it's trying to move up, I'll dip a crossbow bow in alchemist fire, and I'll shoot it at the blue thingy.
Sorry, it's not your turn yet. It's actually
Sad.
Yep. That's right. Kane's on the boat, looking around. To hell with it. He jumps off the ship and runs over to you guys. Let's see. He's a little bit short in his feet. But from here, at this position, he is going to... So I think Mr. Nerdy still has... Or Shade, I think you have the inspiration still, right? Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, well, I guess... He's going to try another spell. All right. You see him reach out his hands, and this large sphere of fire that starts building around his fingertips. He casts it towards the large serpent creature with the bladed, or the large blade. Let's see what this does. It looks like it's automatic. Okay. You see that its body starts getting emblazoned with some heat, and the plates on its body start turning to this almost magma red texture, and you can start smelling the sizzling of pretty much overgrown fish. Take some damage. Okay, back to the top of round. Yep, back to the top of round.
So I'm just gonna dip a crossbow bow in alchemist fire.
Yep. Bonus
Do
action.
I get advantage because I'm blurred?
No, it's if people hit you, then they have disadvantage.
Okay, so let's shoot him, like the blue thingy, the magician.
Yep.
And I got a 23.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
And
okay.
then piercing. So 8 damage plus, what is the fire damage again? Like 2d6.
Nope. It's because you dipped it. It's alchemist fire, you said, so it's gonna be just add 2, or no, it's 1d4, right? That's what we said.
And I got a 3, so 11 damage.
11.
Do I get an advantage because he's like hobbling up? He's not completely up.
He's floating. He's definitely up.
Oh.
But you hit, so it doesn't matter advantage. That just means if you just miss, then you'd have another chance. Okay, you do have a second attack, right?
Do I?
Well, your crossbow shoots twice.
Yeah, on that. Anyway, and let's this time do it poison. It's even more. A 20.
Yep, I'll hit.
With 6 piercing damage. What is the poison damage?
So you dip it into like a poison flask? It'd be pretty similar then. So D4.
And they'll do D4s over time. It's poison. So it's
okay.
I got an 8.
8
2
more.
plus 6 is
8. Got it.
8 damage.
All right. Those 2 bolts are sinking into its body.
And then they'll both do 2d4 every round since it's fire and poison.
Okay. I'll have you keep track of that. Mr. Nerdy, nice shooting. You see that this large reptilian scales are getting pincushioned, and there's these bolts that are sticking out of it.
I think I'm going to try casting a level 2 sleep on the same creature.
Okay. You feel like it's weak enough that you can start overpowering its mind as you whirl around your arms, and this purplish haze starts sending over the creature's head. Go ahead and roll your, I think it's 5 dice or 7 dice because it's level 2.
It's 2d8. Well, it's 2d8 above level 1.
Yep. So 7d8.
It's 23.
23 total. That was 78. Okay.
That's what it-
23 as this mystical clouds hovers over it. You see it's circles around and creates this whirling effect, but the thinness of the air separates before it takes on. You see the creature still vigilant and looking about.
Still awake, huh?
Still awake.
Well, I think I will stay where I am and maybe try again next time.
Got it. Okay. The large blue creature with the blades holds fast, waiting for something. It goes to Ruff's turn.
I'm gonna use a strength check to throw the box that I'm standing on at the guy with the sword.
Okay. Strength check.
Got a
You got a
22.
d20.
Yeah, that's
You
no
got a
problem.
d20.
D20 plus 2.
Oh, you rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that projectile just comes flying like a rocket as your barbarian strength
And
is
he has
starting to get
rage.
ticked off. Okay. It's kind of an improvised weapon, so
You
let's
got a
see.
d20, so he has advantage on damage.
Well, it's the way it is double damage. So you roll your, well, it's not, I don't know, it's not really unarmed strike. Huh. I'll say you can roll a d6. So roll a d6, add your strength modifier, add your barbarian rage, and then double the number.
Wait.
Do
Wait.
d6.
So, okay, D6.
Yep.
Yeah, roll. 3, and then add your strength, which is 5. What is
five.
your rage?
What is rage for my barbarian? Isn't it
What's rage?
what is the rage attack bonus?
Yeah, I have to look it up.
Rage, and then you're at 5, and you add rage, and you double it.
Advantage on strength
Yeah.
checks +2 to damage roll. Technically, it's only for melee, but I'll give it to you because it's a.
So 7.
7
and
plus
14.
14.
Okay.
14 damage.
All right. It will take that box right into the back of the neck, as you can see it looking around to check on its friend, if you will, and then there's a big shatter as some splinters get embedded inside of its shoulders. The plate of its body is still red hot, as it will take that damage. Nicely done. Okay. Anything else?
Don't I have another move?
Sure, you can move. Definitely.
Okay, I'll shoot.
You can't shoot anything.
Yes,
since
I
Yep.
can.
the
Use
fox
2
thing is-
hands again. Well, you
Yeah,
could
I
hurl it with
can.
one hand.
you can
That's
throw
fine.
with one hand.
Yeah, I threw
Okay.
it.
Go.
So I'm gonna dip
No, use
a
it long.
longbow in volcanic fire?
No, it's not as much. Since we're right next to each other, you can just dip in my alchemist fire, right?
Okay. But it's
Sure.
volcanic fire.
No, volcanic fire doesn't do as much.
Well, it should do the same. Everything's like a D4 when you're dipping.
What's that?
5.
So you're throwing what?
He wanted to shoot a longbow, but he got 5.
Oh, well,
At the
Green thingy.
you wouldn't be able to shoot a longbow. Remember, longbow's two-handed, right? So you
I know,
gotta,
but he tossed the box with one hand.
right. But then you don't have 3 hands. So
oh.
yeah,
I guess I can't do that.
that's okay.
Just run or like stay behind here.
Got it.
Oh, he can just do defensive actions, pull out his blades just in case.
Yep, pretty much.
I'll pull out my
No.
+1 great axe.
Sure, and that's what I did. Bonus action. Okay.
Okay.
So we're both ready for the thingy to come.
Got it.
Once we're in armed combat, it will be really easy for me to obliterate him.
Okay. As the box is thrown, the creature kind of snickers. You can see its large teeth. Almost some drool is coming down. And there's a quick, like, slithering whisper between each other, both of them, and then they both bolt out of there down the stairs. Okay. Kane looks about. Whoa, they just left. What are we doing now?
Let's put the
Run.
thimbleweed away.
Run,
Put the thimbleweed away.
Put the thingable weed away.
Yes, and then we can go explore.
And then we can
Please just
kill
put
everything
the
in the path.
thimbleweed
kill
away.
everything in the path.
I wanna try to see if I can buy an elemental
That's
ring.
fine. I think I have 5 units? Was it 5 units in the backpack?
Okay,
Put
so
it
you're
onto the boat.
no, just keep it with you.
No, you
It's
have
better.
8 units because you got 5 units first time and 3 units the other time, so you have 8 units.
Yeah, so
Right.
he has enough. Just keep it in your pack. You don't want to leave on boat. They can seal the boat and
There's
it's gone.
somebody-
Okay, we're gonna say that Mr. Nerdy pulls off that grease from his concentration as you're all conversing. Right. Okay. So let's get the stuff on the boat. And
We're
you
gonna
want
keep some with us and put some on the boat.
that's fine. All right. Let's get to work. Okay. So all of you will be able to. Is everyone doing that? Just to clarify.
what do you mean?
Only you.
We're going together, right?
No, only
well, so
no. You put it away,
I
and
will
then we'll
put
go
4
do it.
units in the boat, and
Yeah.
I will keep 4 units.
And then we're gonna go venture.
I have rope to trim.
Okay. So once again, let me know what's the game plan for everybody.
I think we agreed to I will put 4 units of the thimblewood inside the boat.
Yep.
And I will keep another 4 units with me as
Okay.
we move forward.
Okay. So you guys are gonna follow these creatures down this path, right?
Yes.
How exciting. All right. As you dump some of the thimblewood and gather some of the materials that you can quickly, also putting some of them on you just in case, who knows. You're easily able to do that amongst the 4 of you. You have pretty much half the ship loaded, and you have a sizable amount on you. So I can say every one of you has probably 2 units on you. And there would be like 8 on the ship. So half and half. Okay. And as you note, the time has probably been 30 seconds to a minute. It took you not too long to do this. The creatures have not returned. And as you ready your weapons to go down these steps, Kane looks to you. Oh, we're really doing this. I'm excited. All right. You live up to your name, adventurers. Let's delve in.
Let's go kill some things.
Okay. We move down as you escalate down these long staircases. It's pitch black. So unless you have night vision or, well,
I have dark vision.
you have dark vision. Great. So dark vision allows you to see 60 feet, and it's all black and white. Kane also looks about the group.
So I can't see. I
also have a torch.
You can.
Yeah, he has a torch and I have dark vision.
You do. But as Kane sees and Mr. Nerdy, can you have dark vision too?
Are you an elf?
I think he does.
Then yes, he has it.
Okay. So he sees that Ruff is having a hard time stumbling on some of the steps, and he casts this energy of light.
Ruff
So
has a
some
torch.
light that, well, you don't have to use a torch because Kane can use the light spell. Unless you want to use a torch.
Just use
No, don't waste it.
Don't. I won't. Yeah. Can I go grab that money?
But I have a matchbox anyway, so I can just.
Yeah, please
relight
go
a
grab
stick
that
of
money.
wood.
I want to grab the money.
I'll just use
I
a
know,
torch.
You're so hungry for money, huh? Okay, so you want to light a torch?
Yeah.
Remember, you have to hold it in your hand.
I can light another piece of wood on fire.
Fine. He has a matchbox, so he can.
So I'll just use the torch. I'll use the torch. I'll use the torch just in case, so that I can throw it at anyone.
Got it. Okay. Torch lit in your hand as the fire cascades these shadows into this dark descent. Kane looks back.
Can I grab the money?
Okay. Then lead the way, fearless barbarian.
Can I grab the money?
Yes, as
Can I
you
grab the
come down
money?
these stairs, you see there is some trickle of coins that are laying on the ground. Seems like whoever inhabits here left them for whatever reason.
Oh, wait, can I go collect it first?
Who's going first?
Me.
And then me.
Ah,
want the money.
so Ruff first.
No,
All right,
I want
Ruff.
to go first. I want to get the money.
Shade.
Yeah, Shade and then me.
Yeah.
Shade moves
Then
over.
You will collect the
and
money.
you see-
You'll split it.
You see
can't
that
just take the
the
money.
coins that are laying about are silver coins. So notably less than gold, but there's a fair amount of trickle, and it keeps going along a certain path. As you're collecting those coins, Ruffs moves up, and the other two will also follow. Carefully. You see there's this big open area. Well, it's not that large, but there's some weird looking rubble over on the left side, and on the right side, it may appear that the coins go in that direction. Okay. As Shade pulls up the coins, you pull up 52 silver pieces, which is 5.2 gold.
So all of us get all of
Nope,
us get
just you.
52.
Just you.
Just me.
Can I
No, I
get
want to
the?
split it. I want to split it with this man.
Can I get the
I'll
silver
split it
pile
with
over
Ruff.
here? I want to get the silver pile in
split
front
it.
of me.
I'm gonna split it with Ruff. So each of us get 26.
It's not much, to be honest. It's 2.6 gold, so.
I know, and then we're gonna split. So 26 silver.
There's more
for
silver
each of
about.
us.
Yep,
I know. We're gonna split all of it.
got it. All right. As you guys are passing around these little coins around, Mr. Nerdy, what are you thinking or doing? Muted.
I will move over to the left, around that corner,
Yeah.
as far as I can go.
All right. You note that as you see, there's big, large chasms, if you will, where if you turn to the left, you can see there's. Oh, I can just ping it. Right over here is a big rock cluster that's guiding you way through this cave, and as you peer over to the edge over here, it's just pitch darkness, suggesting that it's some kind of you're at some height, which is unusual because this cave, there was just water outside, but there's no water inside. It just appears to go down to further depths than you can actually see. Kane looks about. Okay. Are you looking for something in particular?
No, I wanted to go around that pile of rebels without directly going straight forward.
Like around here and kind of looking around it?
Yep.
Good. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Well, maybe a perception.
Perception?
Sure. While the two of you are also following this money trail, you guys both can split up 93 silver pieces.
93 silver pieces.
Yep, more silver.
93 silver pieces each.
Split. You can choose. Miss Ernie, what'd you get?
Let's split it.
I got a 15.
15 is
no,
pretty good.
you just get it. You just so 92, 45, 40, 41. So you get 42, I get 41.
Nice, you guys are doing math on it.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
15 was the perception check.
Thank you. Do you speak any languages besides the common?
Yeah. Let's see.
Mr. Nerdy.
I don't.
You don't have any languages on your
I have languages. I can speak Elvish, Goblins, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Mr. Nerdy, as you look at this
no, that's me.
Pile of rubble, understand, but you guys are gathering coins. You see there's some layers of dirt that have covered this area. It almost looks like, to your knowledge of studying some magical elements, maybe a shrine or some kind of mystical statue. There's some engravings on it, but you can't make out what they are, as the language escapes you. By the way, you should have the language defaults of common and elven because you're half elf. You might have others, but we should talk about that later. But for now, this language is not coming to register. It just looks like a bunch of scratches, but it looks like this deliberate inscriptions inside of this stone. Kane looks over to you. What do we have here? Just a pile of dirt, no doubt. He's talking to Mr. Nerdy.
Well, I can't make out what it is even looking at the picture.
Oh, you see something. I will have a gander. He will.
I see something that's got maybe two faces on it.
Okay. As he takes a look, seems to be written in an ancient language, maybe a derivative of Draconian. How interesting. My Draconian is very rusty. It's been a long time since I've had my dealings with Sylvis, but another story for another time. These inscriptions. He looks. It seems to be almost like a warning. There's some. He's looking around to make sure there's really nobody else kind of surveying or speaking in a somewhat hushed tone. Ruff and Shade, what are you guys doing while he's speaking with Mr.
Oh yeah, whoopsie! It turns out I can actually speak Draconic.
You can. Who can?
Me. Should I go over?
Up to you. You heard him say Draconic.
Should we go get the money, or should we help them? Help them. Fine, let's help them.
Okay, who speaks Draconic?
Me. Shade.
Shade does. Interesting. Okay, Shade moves over and quickly whispers that you do have the knowledge of some of this. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
$15.
15's pretty good too. All right, with your investigation check, You see that the language does appear draconian, but somehow the words are escaping you too. It looks like you make up the words of guardian and sanctuary, and all the things kind of sound like this is a protected ground that once was very valued but seems to be forgotten over time. However, with your investigation, and everyone's kind of looking around to survey this site, you see there are these large, almost underneath the dirt, you can see there's large imprints that you can probably place something on them. Meanwhile, you also still hear some, in the distance, the echoing of the caves suggests that these creatures are about, and there's this as well as small splashes and other things going on.
Could I move to that corridor?
I'll follow
Okay.
him.
Ruff
I'm gonna
moves
follow.
over down here. You see the trail. Okay. You guys are just moving. All right. You see there's a large, the chasm just drops straight down. There's this very narrow passageway where on the right side there's the rock slide that's above you and the cave that curves out to the top about 30 feet, and down on the left is just an abyss. Kane looks to Mr. Nerdy. Are we passing? Okay. Did you find anything about? Pardon?
I still can't figure out what that thing is. That's that thing with the circle right in front of us. Is it? Huh?
Rune. It's a rune. R-O.
But is it actually broken?
R-U-N-E. Rune. It's a rune.
But is it broken?
No, it's not. I think the statues might be guardians. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if it's not alive, if it's not posing immediate danger, I will follow the other two and go around that, I guess, a column and see if I can follow them down the corridor.
Okay. Great. So everyone's just gonna follow suit
Yep.
then. Kane will be in the back, looking around, giving second glances at that statue, and looking back. And if this is your adventure path, then yes. Okay, let's continue onward. Okay. The coins do trickle along to this stone frame, kind of like door that's blocking and closed. Okay, you guys moving up?
Go collect the money.
The
Yeah, let's
silvers.
collect the money.
So Shade moves up.
Rough shit, and I will move up to collect the money.
Okay, that pile had 120 in there. You guys moving up again? Everybody's muted. Can't hear you.
But just follow. Are you guys gonna keep moving forward, or?
Yeah, we're gonna keep moving forward. Like,
okay. We just keep. Don't worry about the money. You guys gonna get. It's probably gonna be a trap.
So, Mr. Nerdy, as they're grabbing the coins and following the path, go ahead and you have this instinct kick in. Go ahead and make a, I guess, perception check.
A perception check.
Yep.
14.
14. All right. You do notice that there seems to be some kind of device that's right before the door. Looks like it might be based upon like weight transfer and might spring load and unleash something. But what also catches your eye is over to the right. The wall doesn't seem to be the same tone as the other walls around it.
I'm gonna pick up a stone and throw it at the money. See
Okay,
if it
so
activates something.
you're too busy collecting coins. Mr. Nerdy saw it.
Throw like a piece of gold or something at it.
I would just let my companions proceed forward and see something happens to them.
Okay, I'll
Nice.
throw like
A piece of
All right. Fantastic.
It's not your turn. I'm waiting for the show to start.
As you do that, Mr. Nerdy stands behind and
we never said we're gonna collect that front money. We only
Kane
collecting the
looks
fine.
behind. All right, as you guys run up to this pile of coins, you see there's actually a significantly amount more, probably about 200 plus coins laying about. And that moment, go ahead and make a reflex saving throw as you hear a king, a spring come, and a bolt that just flies.
What saving throw?
Reflex, or sorry, dexterity.
I got a 16.
16 is good. You have to unmute to hear Ruff's.
He got a 19.
Fantastic. Okay. All right. There's this large projectile that comes aiming like straight across the shoulders. Your quick reflexes and instincts duck downwards, and you quickly evade as this bolt shoots almost where your head temple would be and plummets into the darkness as it slams into the edge of the wall and drops. However, it did make a large sound, and all the murmuring of these creatures stops.
Let's take the money first and then run.
Okay. As you grab those coins, it's 233 coins. And you can see after you pick up the last couple of coins, the door starts to swivel open, revealing the creature that has an axe embedded in it, as well as some others that are behind it. All right, showtime.
I'm gonna throw a bottle of alchemist fire at the doorway, and we can run.
Chuck and run.
Smart.
Do we want to start the new fight, or do we want to end here? What I can do is I can cast a pool of grease, and that'll help us pull back a little bit.
How about you do a fire shot or something?
Well, apparently they weren't affected by
Or actually,
it.
yeah. Do a grease puddle.
So far, only grease works, and they're too strong for sleep, and I'm too weak. I only have up to level 3.
Okay, starting to feel drained from all the combat fatigue.
So I will. Well, do we need to roll initiatives first and set the fight up for the next session?
Actually, before we do that, you see that the door is just prying open. Now the question is, what's the party's instincts? You're gonna just toss the stuff and run, or you're gonna toss the stuff and run in, or hold a defensive stance?
Toss the stuff and run.
Okay, back to the boat.
Stuff and run. Yeah, back to the boat.
Got it. Okay, then that should be okay. Actually, why don't you roll initiative as a party, so that way I can see if you do your action before they do theirs.
That's horrible. Oh, I got a 19. 4.
Nice roll.
Ian got a 4.
Got it.
12.
4.
Okay, and then Kane rolled 17, which gives you guys the edge. So that means as the door props open, it's your instincts of battle kick in, and you know that this battle is probably more than what you came here for, as you're treasure hunting. Crack open the alchemist fire, toss it, grease at the same time coming across, and this splash of fire just emblazons the front of the door.
And then the
As
grease in
that-
front of it makes it even harder. So you can slip into the fire.
That's right. All right. As that trickling effect of fire does prevent them from charging through the edge of the door, you guys are able to make your escape. All right. Just for good measure, why don't you make a athletics check as you're trying to run out of here?
I got a 25.
No problem.
I only got an 8.
Okay.
24.
Wow. And 24? Is that what? Fantastic. Okay. Mr. Nerdy's slightly slipping up after seeing these large creatures starting to move forward. Everyone else just picks you up by the arms, and you just bolt to the exit. And you find yourselves quickly, in a matter of seconds, back to the ship. Okay.
Okay, now what?
Yay.
Let's sail away!
Yep.
And I'll have some crossbow bolts ready, just in case if they try to come after us.
Loading
a
up
long-
onto the vessel.
Longbow ready.
You guys pull
Yeah,
up that
okay.
anchor.
I
Oops.
need to get a longbow.
There you go. You pull up that anchor and set sail. Whew, nicely done. All right. Takes you a few moments before you realize that there's seems to be nobody following you and trailing about. And can we stop the share? Zoom is having some issues. Okay, that's okay. Well, that's perfect time to end our session. So you guys make it back to the vessel, pulling out the oars and using some vigor to push your way through. That athletics check did come in quite well, as Mr. Nerdy's still feeling a little fatigued, but everybody else, you're ready to bolt out of here. Make your way undisturbed. You see your vessel, the sea, what is it? Well, your large vessel is waiting for you, and you're able to make it back rejoin your crew with all that thimblewood for your collecting. Excellent. Good job, team.
And
That will
nobody died.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that could have happened in there, but the main thing is you got out, and we'll have to see how things pan out for next
We
time.
can see if we can come back at some point, right?
You have it marked in your map for sure.
Okay.
Right. So as you set sail, the crew members look to you. The dwarven with the orange beard gives you a furrowed brow. Did we get everything we need? affirmative nod. Aye, we're heading back. Anchor
No,
away.
right before, I'm gonna grab a stick of dynamite and throw it on land.
Let's throw it into
Don't ruin it.
Throw it into the cave
You don't want
area.
to
in the
collapse
front.
the cave.
Yeah, and then we'll all
we can't come- we
die.
can't come back.
Yeah.
Stick of
Fine,
dynamite.
right before we leave, like when we're leaving the entrance to the cave, I'm gonna throw a dynamite
Give
down.
it to me. Give it to me so I can throw it really hard.
Fine, I'll give it to him. We need to throw it really hard to crash the cave so they're stuck there forever.
Okay.
People will never have a problem. And we will have nuked the thing and maybe
As you
starve
are
to death.
paddling away,
And then we can come back and loot all the items.
there's a small that happens in the cave, and some rocks tumble down, but you can't really see at the distance that you've paddled whether or not that's sealed the cave or hurt anybody. But the main thing is you're back on your ship, and we're ready to take your orders for next time. So whether you're heading back or delving in deeper, that's up to you.
Let's head back. Yeah.
Okay, great. You make your way marked due south as the ship traverses back. Oh, there's the stop screen share. All right, great. As your ship traverses back, moving away from this lurking caves, away from the fisherman's village, back to the main river, and you see that a lot of fishing boats are about because it's the next day. The waters seem unperturbed.
Symbol has been checked off the list.
You have a whole bunch. We'll see if that's enough. Okay.
Should have noted it. What other items were we supposed to get?
We were only supposed to get like scrap metal too.
As you pull into the harbor,
Wanted.
you see there's a couple of guards waiting, and somebody with a scroll, and they look up with almost a greedy eye to you and a smile, and that's where we'll end our session. Okay.
Thank you
Good
very
job,
much.
adventurers. You're welcome. Glad that worked out with your technology, and
Like I said, the most important thing is nobody died.
is that right? You almost let them, right? That could have been interesting. Okay, I'll stop the recording. Good job, team.